1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of Space Shuttle Columbia with a multitude of national and international space research experiments.
Houston now controlling the flight of Columbia, the International Research Mission finally underway.
Basically, the shuttle has the two big solid rocket motors, then it has the external tank, right? So the big orange tank had liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen. So it gets very, very cold. And you want to keep it liquid, so there was a lot of insulation on the tank so that, the cold stayed in the tank and you didn't boil off a lot of your fuel. Over several launches, some of that foam insulation would, vibrate off or, various causes where, you could see it coming off.
NASA engineers knew foam could fall during launch, but didn't realize it could do serious damage to the spacecraft.
But no, high speed, high velocity, and it came off and hit the left wing of the shuttle and actually damaged the leading edge tiles. So some tile piece lost its integrity, which is absolutely essential to protecting the shuttle from the incredible heat as you come into the atmosphere.
The foam fell from the bipod ramp that connected the fuel tank to the orbiter. It hit Columbia's left wing edge, gouging a 40-centimeter hole in one of the panels. The damage occurred more than a minute after launch, when the orbiter was around 20 kilometers off the ground. An impact which doomed the spacecraft and crew during their scorching re-entry. As superheated plasma gases penetrated the wing, they began to melt its aluminium structure. If a fire happens in the Fehmarn Tunnel, occupants are no more than 55 meters away from a safe exit.
So in case of an incident with fire, the first priority is to get away from the smoke and get away from the incident scene. And we have for every 110 meters, we have an emergency door and an escape route between all the tunnel bores, so you can escape into the other tunnels.
It also means emergency services can travel down the unblocked tube and reach the fire location quickly.
And then they'll drive in the direction of traffic to the nearest emergency door for the incident, and then they will deploy from there.
The Fehmarn Tunnel has a powerful ventilation system, which can be controlled to blow in either direction.
In the normal situation, the ventilation in the tunnel is based on the piston effect, that the traffic through the tunnel will drive the direction of air. So in the southbound tunnel, the airflow will go south, and vice versa in the northbound tunnel. So in case of an incident, people downstream the incident will drive out. They may probably not notice what happened behind them. And people upstream the incident, they will have the natural wind direction in the tail. And then when we recognize the incident, the ventilation system in the tunnel will be deployed instantly and support that direction of wind.
But the central feature of the new hurricane and storm defense system is the lake-borne surge barrier, designed to protect some of New Orleans' most vulnerable areas.
We took the fight to the storm rather than the storm coming to us.
It sits to the east of New Orleans, a barrier between the city and waters from the Gulf of Mexico. It's the largest continuous barrier in the world, running 1.8 miles across the Mississippi River Gulf Outlet and the Golden Triangle Marsh. Designed to block storm surge from taking a shortcut into the heart of the city, it's often referred to as the Great Wall of Louisiana. barrier wall is about 8 meters high, made up of circular reinforced concrete piles driven 30 meters deep into a foundation of rock and sand. 2 smaller closure piles fill the gaps on each side. 900-millimeter batter piles support the flood wall, reaching nearly 60 meters deep. The flood wall is filled with concrete and steel reinforcing bars. It has multiple gates. They allow vessels to pass, but can close to keep the floodwaters out.